Hello friends, welcome to the third video of the series from the WhiteSpace bookshelf. Our last two books were on strategy. I will not tell you the name of the books. Please do watch the videos, the first and the second video where I've talked about those books. Today's book which I would like to share with you is very interesting. It was written at the time almost 2 decades ago, 2001. Who was the author? The author was Professor Michael M. Hammer. Michael M. Hammer was an engineer by qualification. He was a former professor of computer science at the famous Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, as we know it as. And he was one of the founders of the thought of business process reengineering. And he has written various books along with Professor Champy. But one of his books, and normally I find these in those days I used to find these books very, very heavy. But one of his gems is what I could, I read, and I read it at the time when I was a senior product executive or a product manager, was this book called The Agenda. The Agenda is a very interesting book. While it is talking about business process reengineering, it talks about I think that book now when I relook at that book, it talked about how the world is becoming VUCA and how do you build a flexible organization or process, which can deal with a more VUCA world. It talks about systemizing, even how do it talks about process orientation. It talks about how do you systematize creativity. But I think it doesn't, and this book is not for only business leaders and business heads. I think there's a very fundamental concept which which stayed with me when I had read this book. It is called the ETDBW. I'll repeat, ETDBW. Ease to do business with. That's what it stands for. As a customer, how easy it is to do business with you as a company or with you as a brand, right? That concept, ease to do business with, is one of the very, very fundamental concepts which is talked about here. How does it apply to us? If you are a brand manager or a product manager, when we talk about strategies, when we talk about tactics which have to be executed by the field, are we talking ease to do business with? Because they are internal customers. Are we easy to do business with? Or answering queries? Or, even for our thing, when we talk about vendor empanelment processes or something, how all your processes at the end should make it easy for your customers to do it easy to do business with. It is something which we also want. We keep it in mind when with our service providers with WhiteSpace. But I think this is a very important concept. Whether you are a brand manager, whether marketing manager, whether business head, or whether you're running your company or whatever, how easy are you to do business with your customers? This is just one of these brilliant concepts which is there in the book. This is what I had taken back or more than 2 decades ago when I read this book. But I'm sure when you read this, there will be also more to take it, what you can take out from them. So let me not give more insights into what this brilliant book contains. And as I said, look at the book. It's written by business process reengineering author, but again, very thin, simple book to read, and in very easy chapters. So if possible, do buy it, do read it, and do reflect on it. And we'll be sharing with you more books in the coming videos. So please do like, subscribe, and share the thoughts if you feel that these videos are valuable to you. Thank you, and wait for the next video. Bye.